And I do want to reap some of the benefits that some of these girls are taking advantage of now. I mean, I'm like, wow, I'm still capable. Why can't I help pave the way? Why can't I reap some of that benefit? Number one. Well, that's number two. Number one, honestly, hands down, while I'm still in the game, I really want to fight Claressa Shields with everything in me. Period. And I know me and her went back and forth a couple of times, and she was like, first she said, "Oh, I would never give you the opportunity. The only way I would give you the opportunity is to spar me." Like, really? Okay, so you talk all this against other fighters, but me, you say you only give me the opportunity to spar you. Okay. Then she said, "Oh, you have to come up to 170, 75 pounds to fight me if you want to fight me." Well, of course, she knew. I know, she knows, everybody knows that is way too much weight for me. And she know I wasn't coming up there. That just, you might as well just say, I just don't want to fight you, right? So now that she's coming back down in weight, and like I said, I still have the capability of doing whatever. I want to fight her. I don't know what it would take to make that happen. To be honest with you, I don't know what I would have to do to even get that lined up. But I can tell you this: at 147, I'm ranked number 8 in the world with the WBC. So I don't
Well,
know.
I think if you had another fight, she couldn't argue. But here's the thing: you guys, you and Clarissa Shields, the name shouldn't be mentioned in the same sentence unless you were going to fight, because. And here's the truth. I mean, I just said when I introed you, you're one of the best human beings I've ever met, and I've told anybody that I ever talk to you, talk about you to, I say that first. Um, I met Clarissa Shields when she first won the gold medal. We did an event in Florida,
I
and
was there. I
yeah,
remember. Hmm.
and right, and I
Hmm.
was just gonna say, remember how sweet she
Hmm.
was? She was,
Yes,
she
she
was,
really.
she
Yes,
was, and we're all like,
yes,
she's showing her medal and all you guys,
yes.
boys and girls. It was a women's Hall of Fame event. That's what.
Right,
So all these top female fighters were there, and it was so. It really was it was cool. It was warm,
right,
and my attitude was, oh, here we go. This is
right.
this is going to be a good face for boxing. Then she
Facts.
goes and wins the second gold medal, and then she turned pro, and then she's what she is today, which is the only black eye on the sport of women. If you want to separate women's boxing, I don't even want to separate it. I think all of boxing. She's
Right.
negative, negative.
She's
You
very
know,
negative. And just to give a little history,
and
why you
who?
want.
And wait, I don't mean to
Mhm.
cut you off,
No, go ahead.
but who? You don't give yourself the title of greatest woman of all time. You just don't. I mean, the only guy that got away with that, the only fighter, I should say, that got away with that was Muhammad Ali. I can't stand all these other fighters that become self-proclaimed the best, the greatest of all time. The fans will tell you who the best is.
Right,
You know?
right, right, right. And the history behind that is that, like I said, you said, I was there. Talked to her, met her and everything, and we would talk every now and then back and forth on social media. Well, she would, message me or whatnot. And so this happened in 2016, I think it was. I was on Twitter and I said, wow, I said, there's a lot of female fighters. And every time I turn around, they're saying they're the best, they this and they that. And I wasn't talking about any one particular person, I was talking in general. And I said, when I started boxing, the girls was getting a little bit more knockouts than the girls are now. And um, friend Cruz, whatever her name is, Cruz, she saw what I said, and I think she had just fought Clarissa, and they became friends or whatnot. And she went back and told Clarissa. She even said, "Oh, you're trying to say something sideways about Clarissa Shields." And I said, "No." I said, "I wasn't talking about anyone in Pacific. I was talking in general. But, I'm very humble. I am. But at the same time, I'm not going to allow you to punk me either." And so I said, "No, I was not. I was talking in general. But if the shoe fits, wear it." That's what I said. So she went back and she told Claressa what I said. Claressa came back and we was going back and forth. Now I'm gonna keep it professional at all times, and I don't have to name call you, put you down, or any of those type of things to get my point across. But the conversation ended with her saying to me, "You can't beat me." And I laughed and I said, "A fight between me and you is like a fight between Canelo and Mayweather. And I'm not Canelo." And when I told her that, she blocked me from everything. And since 2016, I mean, going at her, going at her, going at her, going, I want to fight you. 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 And at that time, I think she was at 154 pounds. I think I was like a 140. I want to fight you. I want to fight you. And I would never really get any feedback from that. She kept going up in weight. She kept going up in weight. She was naming all these other girls, calling all these other girls, even girls that didn't even fight, inviting people to her gym to spar against them, and they weren't even fighters. But she would never mention my name. So I've been trying, and I've been trying.
Yeah.